Moadim l'simcha. Happy Pesach. Pesach is known in our tradition as Zman Cherutenu, the season of our freedom, when we celebrate the transformation of our people from enslaved to redeemed. And on a more elemental level, Pesach is also Chag HaAviv, the spring holiday that marks the transformation of the land, from the suspended animation of winter to the sprouting of new life in the springtime. In ancient Israel, this was the beginning of the grain harvest, and it was customary to bring grain offerings to the temple in Jerusalem for a period of 7 weeks, culminating in the festival of Shavuot. And so in the Torah, we are commanded to count the days between Pesach and Shavuot. Usfartem lachem sheva Shabbatot tmimot tiyena. And you shall count 7 weeks. They must be complete. Well, it's been more than 2,000 years since this commandment to count the Omer was canonized. We no longer have a temple in Jerusalem to bring offerings to. Most of us are not farming barley or wheat. And in the intervening generations, other traditions and layers of meaning have been added to the 7 weeks of counting the Omer. One of these traditions is based upon the understanding that Shavuot is not only an agricultural holiday. It is also the day associated with receiving the 10 Commandments at Sinai. We call it Zman Matan Toratenu, the time of the giving of our Torah. And so we can also frame the journey from Pesach to Shavuot as one of degradation to freedom through learning. The rabbinic sages instituted a practice to use this time to study the tractate of the Mishnah called Pirkei Avot, the wisdom of the sages, a collection of ethical teachings. The great 14th century commentator Abu Draham explained that it was customary to read one chapter of Pirkei Avot each week of the Omer, starting after Pesach, in order to prepare ourselves to be worthy of the gift of Torah. So I hope you'll join me for the next 6 weeks, every Wednesday evening, for a short teaching from Pirkei Avot, from next week until Shavuot, and together we'll count the Omer. Until then, I wish you Moadim l'simcha. May this holiday of Pesach be a time of joy for you. And let's recite the blessing for counting the Omer together. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu al Sefirat HaOmer. Amen. Blessed are you, eternal our God, sovereign of all worlds, who has made us holy with your mitzvot and commanded us concerning the counting of the Omer. Hayom arba'a yamim la'omer. Today is the 4th day of the Omer. Thank you for joining me.